light is red. What's going on? You really... even Mr. Yang looks surprised. That's not something you see every day.
March. The Express encountered an obstruction. The disturbance triggered a chain reaction. The Express was struck from behind by another vessel.
How do you crash into someone in space?
Another vessel in our vicinity encountered the same obstruction and was unable to control its velocity. After the collision, 2 individuals found their way onto the Express.
Guests? What?
They appeared...
If they're here to stir up trouble, I'll teach them a...
That visitor appears to be a knight. And it...
The Astral Express seems fine, but a collision like this in space...
let's go chat with them.
What a fascinating encounter. There's nothing more captivating than an unpredictable future.
It seems like we're stuck. Washtopia will have to wait a little longer.
Another anomaly in this shining universe. A blooming splash of colors. You are truly beautiful. A lady? I offer a sincere compliment. You're akin to a flower in winter. Oh? Another beautiful soul. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Argenti. I belong to the Knights of Beauty. May I know your names?
Cat got your tongue? It's fine. He seems like a good guy. Hi, Argenti. I'm March 7th.
An honor. I was just explaining the significance of beauty to this foliage. Pardon my abruptness, but I have a habit of asking questions. As fellow beings of this universe, are you acquainted with Idrilla the Beauty? The Knights of Beauty travel from planet to planet, spreading the beauty's glorious reputation across the universe, so that every being may know of their existence. We strictly adhere to the commandments of our faith, tempering our physical forms and upholding our honor. Yes, though not exclusively. Just as I extol the beauty in this foliage, what I anticipate is an encounter, a collision and exchange of minds and philosophies. Do you doubt such an assertion? You need not, young sir. Both my words and actions come from the bottom of my heart. You are indeed beautiful, like flowers blooming in the morning sun. Young sir, now that you know something of the beauty, I wonder, can you resonate with this philosophy and place your trust in Idrilla? You sound, young sir, with all due respect, I fear you may still be grappling with this philosophy, yet agreed with me out of kindness. An act of pure beauty in itself. I cherish different ideas, but judging from this situation, since you do not understand the beauty, I will have to show you in a way that only a knight can. I earnestly request a chivalrous contest with you. Should I be fortunate enough to triumph, I ask you to acknowledge Idrilla the Beauty as the most peerless beauty of all. to my lasting sadness, no. It is an unspoken rule of the Knights of Beauty that the commandment is uttered before a battle between knights. I apologize. Forgive me for my lack of eloquence.
Why are you fighting?
Communicating with others can be a most difficult endeavor. It is through action alone that we can convey our intent faithfully. May you understand the beauty.
Let's test your knowledge.
Rise to the challenge.
SAS Perkibi. Knowledge is the measure of all things. It reveals truth and falsehood.
Blade in flight!
0 points. Next. Fail. Get out.
Let the duel commence.
Try that again! You can't run! My turn. With me out here, how can we lose?
I'm asking the
Gotta
questions.
try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move!
Time for some sword play! Strike with heart!
Rise to the yeah.
Try that again!
Confess.
Okay.
You can't run!
Lance at the ready. To the finish! Lance ablaze. Flaming lance. Forward!
Rise to the challenge.
Stay right there while I give you a present!
Do you have answers? Think.
Blade in flight!
Behold this symbol of pure beauty.
Not a scratch.
Try that again!
I'm on guard.
I told ya I could fight.
Rise to the challenge. You are fighting a gentleman. Pledge thine loyalty.
You can't run! Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move!
Let's test your knowledge.
My gallant friend, put forth all your might.
Sorry to interrupt. Forgive the interruption, but I just spoke with Himiko. The situation... You're welcome. Just doing my job.
My deepest apologies, Mr. Yang. My concentration has been solely centered on my conversation with him. Now, it is only fitting to disclose the main reason for my presence here. To work jointly and I was piloting the one and only through the galaxy when I discovered Velite, an IPC worker who accidentally fell into a huge cave, from which I saved him. Upon saving Velite, I altered my flight course to accompany him to his original location. Consequently, I inadvertently ended up on the Express's navigational trajectory. According to him, he is an IPC worker. I believe he's currently resting in the carriage. He is still in a state of shock. He swore to follow Adrilla the goddess after being impressed by what he saw during our adventure.
Thank you for coming. It'll be a first for the Express to work alongside the Knights of Beauty.
Continue to enjoy the present moment. You misunderstand. I must first wholeheartedly enjoy the Red Knight of the Universe before I can discover an inharmonious pitch. These two things are correlated. Once I discover the cause, I shall destroy it.
Well, try not to take too long. Things could deteriorate at any moment. Could you please go check on Velite? He looks uneasy. He's a guest of ours, after all. Could you please go check on Velite?
Young sir, may I help you?
How do we stand? Is there a way to resolve this situation?
Pom-Pom's still thinking.
What a fascinating encounter. There's nothing more captivating than...
What was that all about? It does seem like you're on better terms after the fight.
What is it? Here to cheer me up? Save your breath. Your intentions might as well be written. I'm just a small-time IPC worker. That Argenti rescued me. I don't know anything. I want to go home and have dinner. Did Argenti tell you? Oh, that guy is unbelievable. Before he rescued me, he said something like, I told him I'd marry her if he'd liked, as long as he got me out of that stinking cave first. My life was on the line, so I just repeated after him. Adrilla, the beauty, etc. You get the picture. Then he corrected me. It's Adrilla, not Adrilla. Who came up with such an awkward-sounding name? I'm a pencil pusher. What the heck do I know about the Eon of Beauty? But of course, I repeated it again in order to survive. Adrilla the beauty, the most peerless beauty of them all! Just like that. Do you think I like being negative? My friend, this is what's known as falling prey to the grim reality of life. Understand? When I was young, I assumed my life would be like a novel. I wanted to be a pilot, flying through outer space, exploring the universe in a grand spaceship. But then my parents told me I'd have to work for the IPC and make a bunch of money to fulfill my dreams. What do you think? Do rich people make forced vows in caves? I gave up my unrealistic dream of becoming a pilot and worked for the IPC instead. But after running into Argenti, I had an idea. Perhaps I could... He's tall, handsome, and a knight. Packaged and marketed the right way, I'm sure he'll pique a lot of interest. I told him about my idea, that he could advocate for the beauty while also incorporating currency as a notion of beauty. That would allow him to preach more efficient. I'm planning to contact the marketing development department as soon as I'm off the You're right! I don't know what his rank among the knights is, but he is quite powerful. So when can I get off the express? I need you guys to solve this traffic jam problem ASAP. Were you even listening to... All right, I have nowhere... Huh? What was that sound?
Young sir, may I help you?
Any progress?
There was a strange... Pom-Pom knows the express inside and out!
Is it possible that the jolt just now damaged the express?
Do we know where
It sounded like it came from the passenger cabins! Or the conductor's cabin!
But those are in opposite directions. Read the room. Enough with the mean jokes. Now's the time for action. I'm gonna go check my room. If there's a problem, I'll let you...
March has a point. Pom-Pom will go check the conductor's cabin.
Is that me? What's she saying? I know your past. The things you want to see, to touch, your home, family, friends, emotions, what you love and what you despise. I'm the complete March 7th. With all... who are you? Why do you... Why did you stop talking?
March, can you hear me?
Huh? My phone. Himeko, there's something really weird happening.
I know. March, get out of there right now.
But...
March! Please reply. Have you left the room? Not good. I need you and Don Hung to check on March.
I'll accompany you. Velite.
What? All right, if...
Ugliness. The inharmonious pitch has surfaced. Honor compels us to vanquish this dissonance.
Not a scratch.
You have the worst luck running into me. With me out here, how can we lose?
I'm asking the questions. Never stop thinking.
How many of my moves can you block? Blade in flight!
SAS Perkibi. Knowledge is the measure of all things. It reveals truth and falsehood.
Practice is over. Swords descend!
Time to go on the offensive.
0 points. Next.
Lance ablaze. Flaming lance. Forward!
Fail. Get out.
Try that again!
Not a scratch.
You can't run! My turn. Watch this!
Let's test your knowledge.
Time for some sword play. Strike with heart.
I'm on guard.
Try that again! You have the worst luck running into me. Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move!
Do you have answers? Never stop thinking. 0 points. Next.
A one-time enemy. Blade in flight!
Not a scratch.
You can't run!
Lance at the ready.
Try that again! Watch this!
Let's test your knowledge.
Strike with heart!
That was so scary! It was like a long-lost twin sister had suddenly appeared out of nowhere. I can't believe it was only a bug.
I did not envision seeing true stings again.
Huh?
There was a whole bunch of those bugs chasing me when Argenti found me in the cave.
I was under the impression that I had successfully routed all of them. However, it appears that the stings continue to pursue us. Could it be? Velite, perhaps you still bear sting pheromones on your body.
Huh? Farah, what is that? Is that bad?
Yes, I've read about true stings in the databank. They emit fibrous particles from their wings during flight, the inhalation of which can induce perceptual distortions and hallucinations. I'm afraid March may have inhaled some of these particles. That's why she saw another version of herself in the room.
So that was just a hallucination? Huh. Why do I feel kinda disappointed? Wait, I thought hallucinations were supposed to be completely random. Why did I see an identical me?
Did it do anything strange?
It said it knew about my past. And then it stopped talking.
I'm afraid that's not enough information for us to draw a conclusion. My concern is that numerous stings may have already infested the Express. Their elusive nature helps them stay in the shadows, but they may also be roaming freely. We have—
I don't want to see a bunch of marches roaming around the Express. One of me is enough.
We're on the same page. This isn't good. Evidence of a swarm is apparent, and it looks like several eggs are on—
They're embryos for now, but their transformation into larvae could be imminent, and their growth may exceed our initial estimates.
And this is a race against—
Check around the Express.
What are you up to?
More eggs! The stings propagated on the Express! Are there eggs in my shoes?
The clock is ticking! We need to find a more... Use your brain and think...
As a conductor...
Oh! Now that we'll need... This mobile express cleaner should come in handy! I was planning to use... It's got a nifty one... I mean, I know this isn't what it's meant for. If you think you can do this, I'll start piloting. Watch carefully. Stay alert! Now's not the time for relaxing. Nothing out of the ordinary here. Maybe we should stay focused. You need...
Mind if I take it for a spin? This little gadget could be the next big thing in spaceship cleanliness. Even our gen...
You still awake?
You must be the creature that he mentioned. Does it bother you that people deem you... Needless to say, it is an honor to encounter beings such as yourself. But I shall never give up my spiritual training. If this crisis...
What's going on?
I think he's all...
Is he seeing another him?
I don't think so.
Well, let's go see.
Beautiful beings!
He looks beyond...
He could be inconsiderable.
Not a scratch.
You have the worst luck running into me. With me out here, how can we lose?
Let's test your knowledge. SAS Perkibi. Knowledge is the measure of all things. It reveals truth and falsehood.
Ha!
0 points. Next.
Time to go on the offensive.
Practice is over. Swords descend!
Try that again!
Lance ablaze. Flaming lance. Forward!
Fail. Get out.
Ow! You can't run! My turn. Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move!
Never stop thinking. 0 points. Next.
A one-time enemy. Strike with heart!
I must apologize. I cannot believe that such a beautiful creature was merely a hallucination.
You mentioned this thing transformed into an object of beauty. Something that he once spoke of. But
Yes, it was something...
I see. This, together with the fact that March's hallucination claimed to know her past, suggests that these visions feed on people's subjective...
So, in Argenti's eyes, Wubbaboos are a thing of beauty. But my past isn't something I'm constantly thinking about.
That's not how it works. The desire to know your past embodies purity itself, a thing of immense value.
I wonder if the dying words of those ugly menaces can be trusted. As the saying goes, even an insect speaks kind words when death is near.
Are you implying that the insect imparted you with a message prior to its demise?
Correct. Its final words were, "Celebrate this superficial victory, for you will never be able to acknowledge the existence of the Overlord."
let's ignore the fact that you understand insect speak for now. That sentence... Wait, I think I understand. When reading through the chronicles of interdimensional insects in the databank, I came across a species that had only been described in records. Due to the lack of research samples, the author gave it a tentative name: giant sting. This species can reach tremendous proportions and is big enough to swallow an entire star knot. I believe the Overlord Argenti mentioned could be referring to this colossal being. And we're...
I think I understand. We are in the belly of the beast.
Me neither. Although, if what Don Hung said is true, I doubt something that could swallow the Express would be a picky eater.
I see. That would explain what Velite and I experienced earlier.
What do you mean?
Did Velite mention that he was trapped in a dark and enormous cave when we first met? Now that I think on it, we did hear sounds akin to swallowing and other movements from the cave.
Yes, and your flight path happened to intersect with the Express's star rail, meaning we might have encountered the very same giant sting. Now, we need to see if we can prove the theory correct.
Oh, what is that?
Huh. It looks like our theory has already been confirmed. Let's talk to Mr. Yang.
Oh, it's so quiet. Someone say something.
After meeting all of you, I, Argenti, can die without regrets.
Oh, never mind. I'm fine with silence.
How's it going? Has there been any progress?
Let me explain the situation.
I see. If the Express has been swallowed, then perhaps we could try pushing the Express's engine into a temporary state of overload and use the momentum to burst out of the giant sting's body.
warp jumping requires a lot of preparation, and it might alert the swarm.
It would be risky. The engine might overheat and burst into flames. Still, I don't have any better ideas.
I am not fond of this idea.
Could it fail?
In a word, yes. The outer components of the Express may well be melting in gastric acid as we speak.
It would seem our enormous, hideous enemy is right outside.
No! So my teddy bears and bunnies are gonna be liquefied by stomach acid? I've had them for ages! I need to find a way to save them!
Let's stay calm. I need some time to check the engine with Himiko. For now, just try and...
It's all right. We're in this together.
Have you noticed? Morale on the Express is low.
It's all right. We're in this together. It's rare to see March genuinely worried. But given the circumstances, maybe you could try reassuring some of the crew.
The Express has faced all kinds of obstacles on its journey. Today is just another one. It's no reason to stop trailblazing. Such is the very essence of trailblazing. It is through these... The exterior of the Express might be melting in gastric acid. I can't even imagine what it must look like.
The Express is melting?
How is this even possible? I've been swallowed by a cave twice now. Is this my destiny?
We need to get out of the Sting's stomach as soon as possible. Pom-Pom doesn't want the Express to sustain damage.
Everyone, just calm down.
Calm yourselves, all of you. I'm bidding farewell to this Flora. After having made friends with all the beings on the Express, and having discussed the beauty with each of you, I can now depart this mortal coil without regret.
Ugh, can you and the Fern get a room already? How can anyone establish a bond with a houseplant? Although, I guess you could say the same about me and my teddy bears.
The Express is home to all of us. No matter what happens, we're in this together. Woohoo! You're back!
Who knew our first meeting would be our last? It's hopeless. I'll just spend the rest of my short life listening to your ramblings about the Express, I suppose.
Nonsense. This won't be our last meeting. But I'm happy the Express has started to grow on you. Now, where should Pom-Pom start the story?
Are you really about to tell a story? Look, it's been nice meeting you and all, and I'd love to shoot the breeze. But are you people really just going to give up?
Velute, I will escort you to your destination. A knight always keeps his word.
Don't assume you can reassure me that easily. I've got a heart of stone, you hear?
Okay, that's enough. In times like this, we should be trying to give each other hope. No, the Express is strong. I'm sure we can think of something.
I've completed the engine inspection. Though the warp device isn't immediately operational, I believe we can still manage brief spurts of acceleration. Unless there are any major objections, I'll begin preparations.
Mr. Yang, one moment, please. I've suddenly happened upon an idea that might just help resolve our crisis.
Seriously?
Were I to air such a proposition among you, verily, it would be dismissed in an instant. Yet, as...
Oh, so you're a mind reader now
At this stage, any plan is a plan worth hearing. March, hang fire. Let's see where this leads.
Thank you.
This is really a curveball.
It's all right.
The exterior of the Express might be
Desires? I'm busy working every day. Even if I did have one, come to think of it, maybe the IPC made me immune to hallucinations.
I apologize for being so abrupt. You must find me strange for wanting to speak with you alone. I will tell it to you straight. I have a strong sense that, as a knight of beauty, I propose that I disembark from the Express to confront the giant sting directly. My strategy is to pierce its stomach with my lance, triggering spasms that may cause it to eject the Express. It is challenging for me to articulate this phenomenon. Yet, when I observe certain entities, an indistinct sensation of beauty arises from my core, discernible only by instinct. Perhaps my long solitude traversing the cosmos has made it difficult to discern where these sentiments originate. But as a knight, I realize my obligation is to safeguard the seed that embodies beauty, standing as a bulwark to defend it against all. The Astral Express is that seed. It feels warm, like a home to me. I am certain this is thanks to the strong friendship you have with one another. That is why I must swear to fight to protect this warmth, rather than be protected by it. I am willing, time and time again, to protect these seeds of beauty, to allow them to bloom into pure and radiant flowers, to demonstrate my devotion to them. It is an inherent part of the journey of Argenti. In the pursuit of defending beauty, I have bled into unconsciousness. And in the ensuing stupor, I have witnessed countless times their traces spreading from beneath my feet, reaching into the unknown before me. My rational mind tells me yes, yet my heart tells me to believe. In those past hallucinations, I kept running. Their footprints on the mire-ridden path moved me to a sadness beyond tears. And every time, I was a breath away from catching a glimpse of their figure. Yes, this is my wish. It is a never-ending cycle of falling and standing up again. Each time I wander closer to death, it gets me closer to the path the beauty once walked. This is my vow as a knight of beauty. Thank you, but that won't be necessary. It matters not if my flesh is pierced by the insect's horns. The closer I get to death, the closer I may get to the path of the beauty. I apologize. I have been rambling. As I said, articulation has never been my forte. Let us return to the point at hand. Do I have your support? You do. Thank you. Your understanding is more precious than any treasure. I have faced many a traveler, encountered flattery and provocation aplenty. It is rare to find a spirit as pure as yours. In that case, please forgive my inappropriate manner. Our friendship is new, but was forged in the heat of battle, which I only wish we had been able to conclude. I hope now we may conclude it still, that I may leave without regret. I shall prove my will with the blade, defend my honor, and uphold my dignity with the protocol of combat. Win or lose, I will accept the outcome, and thus bid you farewell. My friend, it is an honor to fight against you.
Oh, great. Another walk in the park. With me out here, how can we lose?
Never stop thinking. 0 points. Next.
So, how many of my moves can you block? Blade in flight!
Lance at the ready.
Let the duel commence. My gallant friend, put forth all your might.
You can't run!
Rise to the challenge.
Let's test your knowledge.
Time for some sword play! Strike with heart!
Pledge thine loyalty.
Try that again!
SAS Perkipi. Knowledge is the measure of all things. It reveals truth and falsehood.
Fracture!
Fail. Get out.
You have the worst luck running into me. Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move!
Rise to the challenge.
0 points. Next. I'm asking the questions. Never stop thinking. Fail. Get out.
So, how many of my moves can you block? Blade in flight!
Rise to the behold this symbol of pure beauty.
Practice is over. Swords descend!
The flesh wound.
You can't run!
Time to go on the offensive.
To the finish. To the challenge.
My turn. Stay right there while I give you a present.
You're fighting a gentleman. Confess.
Try that again.
Lance ablaze. Flaming lance. Forward!
Time for some sword play! Strike with heart!
You can't run!
I'm on guard.
My gallant friend, put forth all your might.
I don't want to be alone.
Do you have answers? Let's test your knowledge. SAS Perkipi. Knowledge is the measure of all things. It reveals truth and falsehood.
So, how many of my moves can you block?
0 points. Next.
The flesh wound. Bear witness. To honor.
Fracture!
Fail. Get out. I'm asking the questions. Never stop thinking. 0 points. Next.
The flesh wound.
Blade in flight!
Rise to the challenge. Let the duel commence. My gallant friend, put forth all your might.
I have to keep going.
Blade.
My friend, it is an honor to fight against you.
Not a scratch.
Oh, great. Another walk in the... Stay right there while I give you a present!
Let's test your knowledge.
Time for... Strike with heart!
Let the duel commence. My gallant friend, put forth all your might.
Go away! You can't run!
Fool!
Try that again! My turn!
Never stop thinking.
Blade in flight! You can't run!
Confess!
With me out here, how can we lose? Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move! Try that again!
Lance ablaze. Flaming lance. Forward!
Rise to the challenge.
I'm asking questions.